Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jesiah back with another devotion. This time we're reading out of 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 6. And the reason it says, "Wherefore I put thee in remembrance, that thou stir up the gift of God, which is in thee by the putting on of my hands." God, when we receive the gift of the Holy Spirit, we also get spiritual gifts. Like when you're born naturally, you're born with natural gifts, natural talent. Some people can naturally sing, and some people can naturally dance. Well, when you're born again, you are born with spiritual gifts. And so when you get these spiritual gifts, they're in you. And so sometimes we have to remember that just because something is in you doesn't mean that you have to utilize it. You have to move it. You have to stir it up. You have to be proactive in utilizing the things that God has given you. Just like a baby who's born, they have to learn how to walk. They have to be proactive in the process of growing and stretching their limbs and doing something with it. Well, it's the same thing with things that God gives us spiritually. He'll place it inside of you, but you're the custodian of it. You need to utilize it. So here Paul is saying to stir up the gifts that God has placed inside of you. And I say the same thing to you. Stir up the gifts that God has placed inside of you. Whatever those spiritual gifts are, use them. Think about them. Stretch them, move them, do something with them. Put yourself in situations where they have to be used, even if it makes you a little uncomfortable, because that's when you begin to really start to move them. Kind of like when you learn how to walk and you might stumble a little bit, but you don't continue to learn unless you continue to do it. And then the more you do it, the better you get at it, the more efficient you get at it. So whatever the spiritual gift is that God has placed inside of you, I encourage you to stir up the gifts in the same way that Paul told Timothy, I tell you.